Good evening, but first tonight at 6. It's been touted as farming of the future. So when there was a promise of an aquaponics facility near Brookings in 2016, it attracted the attention of investors.
But the entire global aquaponics project was built on a house of cards. Now its leader is set to plead guilty to fraud. KELOLAND's Angela Kennedy began the investigation at the groundbreaking in June of 2016.
Well, before Tobias Ritesman launched global aquaponics in South Dakota, he'd been linked to a chain letter involving a money-making scheme online out of Iowa City back in 2004. He also ran online treasure hunts in 2009. Ritesman was also selling his book, Internet Underground, The Way of the Hacker, on Amazon. Then, armed with phony credentials, Ritesman came to Sioux Falls to sell a fish and vegetable farm project, which court documents now confirm was based on a lie.
Everybody can hear me, I assume? Excellent.
We first introduced you to Tobias Ritesman at the June 2016 groundbreaking for the proposed multi-million-dollar aquaponic facility south of Brookings. KELOLAND Investigates had been tipped off that his claims about his background weren't adding up, so we asked Ritesman about it.
You got an MBA from UCLA,
Yes,
is that right? Yeah.
KELOLAND Investigates checked, and UCLA reported that isn't true. The federal investigation backs that up. Ritesman went on to list his professional credentials.
Just, consulting strategies and stuff like that. Some of it we, obviously.
Who have you done consulting strategies for?
Places like Google, MSN, that type of stuff, like back in when I did marketing or, so you're looking at stuff with marketing and you're just like, I don't know what it sound like. I'm actually pretty good when I write stuff down.
Google and MSN told KELOLAND Investigates it had no record of Ritesman working with them. A few days after the groundbreaking, we asked to interview Ritesman again, but were told we would need to talk with another leader. John Haberhals told us he was also an investor. He told us at the time Ritesman was too busy to talk to us.
He's working on so many other projects, like with NASA and other companies. He consults for many international and national companies. So that's the problem being so smart, is that everyone wants to have you work with them or on their projects.
Haberhals left the company and is not implicated in any crimes. At the time, he showed us around the empty Global Aquaponics office, but we were not allowed behind the closed door in the office because it contained company secrets.
Can we just get a wide shot of the cubicles and no shot of any boards or anything?
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
Bias has put strict background of no one goes back there.
According to newly filed federal court papers, the secrets Tobias Ritesman was keeping included claiming that Global Aquaponics had $5.6 million on hand in order to solicit investors in the state when it did not. Ritesman intends to plead guilty to 18 counts of fraud, bilking investors out of nearly $400,000 and using the money for himself. Ritesman is now ready to admit he told investors a whole host of lies, including that buyers were already lined up to pre-purchase the food from the facility and that the company had received a $3 million grant when it had not. Ritesman also claimed to own the land where the groundbreaking took place. He didn't. As KELOLAND Investigates reported nearly a year after the groundbreaking, former Board of Regents president and state legislator Dean Krogman stepped in and traded a twin home he owned for the land. During the course of our investigation, we made multiple trips to the site month after month for an entire year, and no dirt was ever turned. His plea to guilty in federal court on Monday. He's facing up to 20 years in prison for each count, and there are 18 of them. Each one also carries a $250,000 fine. His co-defendant, longtime Brookings developer Tim Burns, who is facing the same charges, is scheduled to go on trial next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Angela.